Hello and welcome to another quick training tutorial. In this training tutorial, I'll show you the website lead form. What is a website lead form and what does it do? And how could it help you? The website lead form allows you to build and design a lead form that can be placed in your website and allows you to collate leads or gather leads without you having to do anything. While you sit back and relax at home, any person who visits your website or any leads who goes through your website can submit their information to you via the lead form. Let me first show you an example of a website lead form. This is one of our website templates that we do offer. You can locate all of our website templates through startupcreditrepairbusiness.com. Scroll all the way down at the very bottom. Look for credit repair websites. Once you access that screen, you'll be able to see different templates that we do offer. Now, as an example, this is one of our website pages, and this is a lead form right here. This form that allows you to collate basic information from your client, such as first name, last name, email ID, mobile number, and a quick note if they would want to have a free consultation, and then the submit icon. So this is an example of a lead form. Anyone who visits, any person who goes through your website and wishes to get a free consultation with you can submit their information through this lead form without you having to do anything. From there, you can of course follow up with the client and get them to be closed as a paid active client. Now, how can you set up your lead form so that it would perfectly fit on your website? In the software, click on Leads or Affiliates and click on Website Lead Form. From here at the very top, we have training videos that will guide you in case you get lost into navigation. You can always watch the lead code training video, adding your code to your website and code in one of our sites. These 3 training videos would help you to further understand and be guided on how you can create and build your lead form. So first, take a look at Form Settings, Design Settings, and Design Settings 2. Form Settings. This is where you can select which specific text field would be available in your lead form. You have a way to move them all to be hidden or move them all to be required. First, the first name, last name, and email ID would always be required and cannot be hidden. Now, the other parts of your lead form or other text fields available with the lead form can be modified, whether you want them to be showing up or you want them to be hidden. You can always hide custom title, custom subtitle, mobile phone number, home phone number, or work phone number, as well as the would you like to have a free consultation text box and the how did you hear about us. You can move all of these text fields as hidden all at once by clicking on the very topmost checkbox to hide all of them. Now, if you wish to get them moved back to required all at once, uncheck the checkbox and then click on required. You also have the capability to just hide specific checkbox or text box. Let's say we want to hide home number and work phone number. You have that option. Now, would you want to change the message text box? Would you want to add, would you like to have a free consultation, or maybe change it to a different question? You can do so. Just simply type that question from here. Of course, do not forget to add your title. Now, if you wish to add a custom subtitle, you can do so. Next is let's go through the design settings. So design settings, by default, there won't be any colors available in your lead form yet. Automatically, the size of your lead form, the font of your lead form would be moved to 10. That would be for the font size of the text messages. And then the height of the lead form and the width of the lead form would always be taking up a short form default size, in which you could freely modify them if you wish to move from a short form to a wide form, and I'll show you later the difference between the two. So the design settings allows you to design the color of your lead form so that it would properly blend in with your website. Just simply click on the text box here and you'll be able to choose different variations for the color of your lead form. So just simply pick and choose what would be the color of your lead form. So this is for the custom header color. For the title, the font of the text, what would be the font color, the size of the font, the height and width of the lead form itself, you could modify that, the border color, If you wish to have a border, you may add a border color. The background color, of course, you may pick and choose which would be the background color of your lead form. Now, please do take note if you want to avoid a scroll bar on your lead form, you have to play around with the height and the width of your lead form. So you can always preview whatever you have already prepared, and you can play around the height and the width of the lead form to make sure that the scroll bar won't show up. So if you're not going to be changing the height and the width of the lead form and you have all the text boxes added into your lead form, it may appear to have a scroll bar. So if you don't want a scroll bar to appear, scroll bar would be the one that allows you to move down and up, just like this one. If you don't want to have a scroll bar in there, then you may want to play around with the height and the width of the form. Now, in terms of adding a color or picking a color, if you want to have a same exact color, maybe a dominant color in your website so that it would properly blend in, and you want to get the same exact color, you can always add in the color code itself. So this right here are color codes, as you can see, and color codes can be generated. We have a color picker that you could download at any time for you to be able to generate the color. So the color picker, what it does is you can hover your mouse into a certain color that you wanted to choose, and it generates the color code for you, where you could just basically copy that color code and then place it right here. Now, as soon as you're done designing this section, we can go to design settings too, where you can pick the color of the button itself, the text color, the button width, and then the button text width as well, or the message box text width. Same with the height. How did you hear about us? Width and height. Now you have the option, of course, to show the box border or not. That's totally up to you. Now we do have two different types of forms that you can create. One is a short form and the other is a wide form. So short form, let me show you a preview. Make sure to hit on save all the time before previewing so that the code would be updated and the preview would also be updated, or the design in the preview would be updated. So the short form will list down all the text boxes in one line. While the wide form, again, if you wish to make changes to the preview or what you would see, make sure to always hit on save prior to previewing the design so that the changes would take effect. So the wide form gives you at least a two-column setup for all of the text boxes that you needed to add. So at the very top, this is the custom title. This is the custom subtitle. These are the text boxes that I have opted in to be required. And again, you can freely modify the size of this box right here, as well as this one. The height and the width can be modified. Same with the size of your form itself. If you don't want this extra excess part here, then you would want to modify the height of the form in order to make sure that the form fits perfectly with your text boxes or fields available. Now, if you wish to reset back to default and start from scratch, you can always click on Reset Default and everything will go back to default. Now, if you're not comfortable in designing your lead form and you wish to hire a webmaster to do it for you, you can always check our recommended webmasters here. Or you can hire any webmaster from any other platforms like Fiverr or any other third-party platforms out there where you could hire a webmaster. You can, of course, provide training videos for your webmaster to watch. Download it from here. And you can watch a training video to learn more about how you can work successfully with a webmaster. Now, before you go by adding your code at the back end of your website, you would want to also check the redirect URL. What does a redirect URL do? It allows you to place in a link or a URL where you would want your clients to be redirected to as soon as they submit their information. If you want them to be redirected to a page in your website or any other pages, any other links, just grab that link and then add it here so that they would be redirected directly there after clicking on the submit button in the website lead form. Now, as soon as you're done designing your form, all you have to do is copy that code. Place this code at the back end of your website. Again, if you're not comfortable in doing this, you can always hire a webmaster. And we have training videos that would help you learn more about working with the webmasters. As soon as this form is available in your website, as an example, this one, and anyone goes through and submitted their information here, as soon as they click on submit, the information would be sent over to your software, where you'll be seeing a notification right here for all the website leads, and as soon as you click that, you would be routed to the lead screen. You can also access the lead screen manually by clicking on Leads Affiliates and then choosing Leads. You'll be able to see all the website lead form leads that has been submitted to you from here. You can now filter out the leads that has been submitted and move certain leads to the customer screen so that you could start working with them, following up with those leads and getting them to be a close active paying client. So that would complete our quick training tutorial about the website lead form.